Hi everyone, teacher Beto here. So, how are you today? Are you okay? Are you taking good care of yourselves? That's nice. I hope you are doing very well. Well, we're going to start this class talking about the last activities. Remember, I assigned you two videos, and you were supposed to watch one or two of them, right? The first one was a movie called Outbreak from 1995, if I'm not mistaken. And the second one, it's a documental series. It's called Pandemic, that it's from 2019, and it's available on Netflix. So actually both are available on Netflix, but it's also easy to find Outbreak on the YouTube. So have you watched it? As far as I know, I couldn't see any answers in the previous activity, so I'm still waiting for them. Let's try to do it. All right. Okay, so now let's move on to the main topic of our class today. Yes, the main topic, the theme of our class today is still coronavirus.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
So we're going to listen to audios, and we're going to see how also to deal with this. But the main focus is going to be the listening skill. So many things underestimate this skill. Many things, not many things, many students underestimate this topic, all right? Although this is a very super important skill, right? So many students present some difficulties when it comes to listening activities and even listening tests. Some people complain that they cannot listen well to the speakers, they can't understand what they are saying because they speak too fast.
I am going to open this door.
Everyone is judging. Oh my God!
So that's why we're going to focus this class on this. And if I were you, I would keep tuning on. So let's do it. Let's start. So, if you have difficulties when it comes the time for listening activities, don't worry, you're not alone, right? We're going to talk about it, okay? Relax, chill out. All right, so I'm going to tell you in this class what are the main mistakes people make, right? In these kind of activities or tasks, and why is this so difficult? Not that much, right? But just a little bit. That's why we're going to work on that. So let's do it. If you have difficulties in listening, you are not alone. This is one of the most common problems for English learners. It's frustrating and embarrassing when you can't understand spoken English. In this lesson, I'm going to explain you why is it so difficult and teach you how to improve. Listening to English and successfully understanding it is difficult for three reasons. And the first reason is pronunciation and spelling. Exactly, pronunciation and spelling. Many English words are pronounced differently from their written form, and that's why students make a confusion. Think of these three examples you can see. The first word is thought. We don't pronounce the G or the H, right? The second, island. Island. As you can see, we don't pronounce the S, right? The third one, muscle. Muscle, not muscle, as many students used to pronounce. Let's see now other examples. We're going to see that in many cases, the vowels can have two or three or even more different sounds. Let's pay attention to these three words. So, there are words that you already know and they are familiar to you, but let's focus on the pronunciation. For example, the first one, game. So, the letter A is pronounced as A, game, A. Now, let's look to this delicious fruit, apple, apple. We have a different pronunciation for the same vowel, the same letter, letter A. Yeah, like apple. Different from game, A. And finally, we also have the word father, in which we're going to pronounce as a, father, a. So we have A as in game, A as in apple, and A as in father. That's it. And you see, that's why it's so difficult for us. Because for us, B and A is always ba, right? The second reason is because when native speakers talk fast, they link the words together. As I've already explained to you, they don't pronounce every individual word clearly. Let's see some examples. Here we have two sentences that you are probably very familiar. Let's take a look in the first one. It's a question. So we have how are you feeling today? But actually, when we link words, we pronounce how are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? The second is a sentence in which says I'm going to have lunch. I'm gonna have lunch. That's what we generally do. We link words. So every time that we have a consonant vowel, consonant vowel, consonant vowel, we link these words. And we do this too. We do this all the time, right? If you think of any kind of sentence in Portuguese and you pay close attention, you're going to notice that we always do that. Let's see this example. How would you pronounce this sentence? As asas azuis da arara? Of course not. We probably would say as asas azuis da arara. As asas azuis da arara. And this is pretty normal. It's a matter of saving time. That's what language is about. All right, the third and most important reason is that we don't practice. And then there are two ways to improve it. We have to practice every single day and practice the right way. Yes, but I listen to music, Beto. I watch series. Okay, this is good. But we're talking about a different kind of exercise. Babies, for instance, and young children learn their language by listening first and then reading later, right? So, English listening is not different, guys. It's a matter of practice, and practice is essential. Create the habit of listening to English for 15 minutes daily. If you're busy and you don't have much time, listen while going to school, taking public transportation, exercising, going to the gym, or even doing housework. And then he comes the question. So, if I listen to music, if I watch videos and series, so what else should I do? What should you listen to? Guys, here we have three nice examples of sites that you can use. They are for free, and you can have this practice to improve your language, improve your listening skill.
Cool. Cool.
They are VOA Special English with American accent. We also have BBC 6-Minute English with British accent. And we have elo.org, which you can find a variety of accents from a lot of places around the globe. Well, there is the right way and the wrong way to practice English listening. In the wrong way, you try to listen to a conversation or to a speech just once, right? And if you just try it once, you don't understand every word because you think you have to understand everything, and then you get frustrated and then you give up and stop. That's the problem. It's a matter of a construction. You have steps to follow. So don't do this anymore, right? Try to follow the tips that I'm going to give you, and you're going to see that your listening is going to improve a lot. So don't worry and stop crying. No, this is just a joke, right, guys? I know you're not crying for that. But this is something that can take someone's peace, right? So let's move on. Let's go to the right way. In the right way, the first thing you need to do is to relax. And you have to know that it's pretty much normal. It's completely normal to have a limited understanding the first time you listen to something. Of course, guys, it's not your mother tongue, it's not your language, so you're going to have some difficulty. This is normal. That's why you have to listen first, just the first time, searching for the general topics. Don't try to understand every word, just try to understand the main idea. And then you listen again. And now you try to understand some more specific details. But don't worry, it's okay not to catch every word, okay? Now you listen the third time while reading the transcript. the text, right? In those sites that I suggest to you, you're going to find the listening with the transcript text. So now you can pay attention to the individual words, right? This type of listening, from more general to more specific, is the most effective way to practice and improve your English listening ability. So go on and access those websites that I suggest to you. Listen to one program at least, choose one of them, right? Listen to just one program 3 times, doing these steps that we've seen in this presentation. And if you do this at least 1 time a day, you're going to see that you're going to improve a lot. Shall we practice? All right, everyone. So now that we have watched the previous part of this video and that you could understand the mistakes you make, it's time to put hands on.
It means let's practice.
So I want you all going to the websites that I assign you, actually, that I suggest to you previously, and trying to do that, okay? So recalling, the websites are right here. Yeah, these ones. Yeah, I forgot, but you can read them right here, so no problem. So I want you to practice a little and every day. So keep this in mind. Trying to practice these kind of activities at least 15 minutes per day, and you're going to see how much you can improve your skill. So next class, we're going to talk about a different skill just to help you to do very well in your next tests, all right? And also to improve your language. It's part of your language. I mean, not our language, but the language that we are studying. So that's it. So I hope you are all well, and please stay home. Don't leave home, okay? This is really serious. Try to think about the ones that you love, and also the others that won't have any kind of opportunity to have a health care system, like, take control of the whole population. We won't have hospitals for everybody, so think of the others. All right, I know you are all very nice people, and that's my final message. Stay home and take care of yourself and the others too. Okay, that's it. Teacher Beto saying goodbye. See you on our next section. All right. Bye bye.